I'm happy that my party, ODM, has come to the realization that UDA wants to cannibalize ODM. In fact, if you are very frank as a member of ODM, you can see that there is some sinister motive from UDA. UDA wants to make serious inroads to areas that were considered to be ODM strongholds. Coast, you find them in Western, Nairobi, and I think the intention is to ensure that by the time we go to the next elections, they will have superior numbers in parliament and weaken ODM so that they reduce the bargaining power of ODM. Everybody will tell you that if you don't get it right in apportioning zones, you will lose seats you should have won, that you could have actually won if you had a better arrangement. I agree with Senator Mungatana that democracy means it should be a free-for-all. But you also have to be realistic that in a competitive political environment like the one we are in, if you throw in candidates like in Nairobi, say ODM runs, UDA runs, you can be sure that the winner will be DCP. There's no doubt about it. They will win the majority seats in Nairobi because the support base will be brought together. You will not be looking at parties. People will be told, vote for anybody in broad-based. We have been victims before as ODM. You find that candidate number 2 and 3, their votes combined could have defeated an UDA candidate in zones like Kisii. You find Wiper candidate, ODM candidate, they share votes. UDA candidate gets a smaller number of votes compared to these two, and they win the seat. So it's a conversation that should be put on the table and be discussed very, very honestly. You see, there is no way you're going to have strength in sharing executive power if you will not have legislative strength. If you reduce ODM parliamentary strength to 40 seats, then you will be told, you have had, I think it's Jubilee and ANC, we are being told that they brought nothing. If you reduce your legislative strength in parliament, you will be told you didn't bring much. You deserve 3 cabinet slots, 4 PSS, some few ambassadorial positions, and that is it. So I think William Ruto is a very smart politician. I think he already has mapped Kenya and is looking at ways he can make inroads to either 2 ODM zones, because now ODM is friendly to him, the likes of Coast. I had my minority leader, Stuart Mazayo, protesting that in Kilifi, there is a candidate being sponsored by UDA to run against him. Yet, the two are supposed to be in a friendly coalition. The same thing with Issa in Kwale, senator for Issa. I mean for Kwale, sorry. So when you see all these things, it points to lack of good faith in this marriage. And I can tell you, these disagreements will begin now. We may sweep them under the carpet towards elections, but they will become worse after the elections when there will be a discussion now to share the cake, if at all the UDA government retains power. My own view is the best way to build democracy is to have parties to compete for proper power. You know, when we say power, power goes to the person who is sworn in as president. So if you want your party to be strong, to control executive power, aim for presidency. Build a strong party, sponsor your candidate to run for presidency. Then once you win, you go back to the constitution and look at Article 132 and you say, I'm the one who has power. But if you allow somebody else to run and become president, even if you say you are looking for power, power will be residing in that person who, at the end of the day, carries the Bible and is sworn in as the President of the Republic of Kenya.
So invoke Article 132 for yourself, you know, go for the top seats.
Go for it.
So that
all the power is there.
I hear you. I hear you. We need to, okay, let me just hear from Shakil Shabir.